In this TigerFleet Management 2-minute tip, we're going to look at the fuel entry side of the vehicle screen. Firstly, we select a vehicle, then we click on the Fuel tab. Now across the top, there's a summary of the fuel usage for this vehicle. There's also a summary for the entire group that this vehicle belongs to. In this instance, it's car. We only actually have one car in this test company, so the readings are the same. But if you had multiple cars, you'd see how this vehicle was comparing in its fuel usage to the rest of the group. We also have 3 buttons. Add fuel record, which allows us to enter a single fuel entry, maybe from a receipt or other item. Import fuel data, which we'll go into depth in a second. And export fuel data. Now, export fuel data allows me to export this entire list to an Excel spreadsheet, which I can then use to forward on to someone else or share with a colleague. We also have this table that shows us all of the transactions that we've entered for this vehicle. Okay, so we're going to import a fuel data. Now, despite which vehicle we select in the left-hand side here, this function allows us to import a CSV of all of the fuel transactions for my entire fleet. Firstly, I choose a file. Now, fail on error means that if something's wrong with the file, if the software can't find the readings it needs, it'll just fail. Skip duplicate records. So if we've imported the same records for any of the vehicles previously, it's not going to import them again. So we're not going to get any double ups. We could select fail, so if it finds any duplicate record, it'll abort the whole process. Or we could say do not detect any duplicates. We don't really want that because we want to avoid importing duplicate records. I always leave it on skip. Our delimiter between our columns data is a comma, and there's the date format. Now we can auto detect all of these readings here from our spreadsheet, or we can manually enter them. Now for simplicity, I go through my spreadsheet and I actually make all the headings exactly the same as what they are here in TigerFleet. That way, when I go to match up the columns, it's matching like for like. Okay. Now we've downloaded our data from our Caltex StarCard account. You might use a different provider, which allows you to do the same thing. The key thing is you have it in a CSV or comma separated value format. Okay, I've now imported 9 records. No records have been ignored. I OK them. And now I can see in this vehicle my 5 transactions for the month of November. And the other vehicle, I can see 4 transactions.